In case of emergency, it's myorganized.life, June 12th, 2018. Well, hello and welcome to myorganized.life. It is Tuesday, June 12th. I'm John Hunt and Leanna's not here. Sorry, she's gone all week, so I'm holding down the fort solo. So today we are going to talk about what's important in case of an emergency. What kinds of things do you need to think about as far as documents and papers that you need to be able to grab and go when you are in an emergency? Now, myorganized.life is the live daily show here right on Facebook. We also put the replay on Facebook and on our YouTube channel, SMED Organized Life. And this is the show where we give you organizing tips, advice, and get your questions and comments. So one thing I want you to put in the comments today is, would you be able, in an emergency, to grab your important documents and go? That's what we're going to talk about today. Now, in this day and age, we must be prepared for any natural or man-made disaster. And it's important to build a kit that can include essential food, waters, and supplies that can last at least 72 hours. It's also vital to have a communication plan so every family member knows how to kind of get a hold of each other after a disaster. Now, the third piece of your disaster plan should be preparing the documents that help you put your life back together after an emergency. Now, I'm taking this from an article that you can find on SMED.com. In fact, if you go to SMED.com and up in the search bar, just put in case of emergency, you'll find this article, which is on our blog, and it's called In Case of Emergency, What Information Will You Need? And there's just a couple bullet points here that I'll go over, and you can access the full article over at SMED.com. So the main headings are think ahead, gather what's important, keep it handy, and keep it safe. So in thinking ahead, information can be your greatest asset in an emergency. So you need to have that emergency file that contains vital information. Now, depending on where you live in the country, there are different kinds of emergencies, but an emergency can include like fires, natural disasters, health crisis, theft, or even an enemy attack. Now, we don't want to get too black helicopter here, but things like that can happen. Now, the second point, which is gather what's important, think about what is it that you need that belongs in that emergency file. Now, we do have a product, the all-in-one emergency organizer, which you can get at myorganized.life. In fact, during the month of June 2018, we have our summer sale going on, and you can get 25% off all of our products. Just use the code FBHOT25. You enter that at checkout as your coupon code, and you can get 25% off all the products there on myorganized.life. In fact, right now, we're going to take just a quick little break and watch a fun little video I put together on the summer sale. It's the summer sale at myorganized.life with 25% off office products like file folders, hanging folders, accordion files, and presentation products. You can get it at myorganized.life. That's myorganized.life. 25% off all products. It's our summer sale at myorganized.life. Okay, so yeah, a little crazy there. Had all the flowers and sunglasses and stuff on, but right now 25% off over at myorganized.life. You can get any of our products there, and just use the code FBHOT25. Now, like I was saying, the all-in-one emergency organizer, you can get that. You can put together a collection of folders. Just here's some of the things you need, like bank accounts, investment accounts, insurance policies, your social security numbers, marriage and birth certificates, and personal property items like that that you can have in one place and that you can grab and go. Now, if you have the time, it's really encouraged that you maintain both a written and a photographic inventory of your possessions. And that includes things like model numbers and serial numbers on items that have that kind of thing. And to be able to estimate your inventory value for tax purposes. when you have a loss, the insurance companies are going to come in and say, well, what did you lose? What did you have? And having this inventory is really good. And keep it handy. In an emergency, you're going to be able to need to get that emergency file as quick as possible. So make sure everybody in your family knows where it is. Maybe it's on a shelf somewhere where you can grab and go. And keep it safe. Because it contains all your family's critical personal information, it should be protected against identity theft. So keep the emergency file in a locked, maybe portable fire safe, or something where you can, maybe carry the key on your keychain, but have the box in a location that's will allow at least to maybe be fireproof, waterproof. In fact, many of the folders and things that we have, you can fit inside those safes depending on what size you get. And they can be portable. A lot of them have handles on them, and then they have the lock. So anyway, there's more information in the article. Again, you can get that over at smead.com and just type in the search box at the top, in case of emergency. And it's a nice refresher and review on what it is that you need in case of an emergency. What information will you need? All right, tomorrow, Wednesday, Leanne will not be back. She's gone all week this week. But tomorrow we do have part 2 of our podcast with Amy Tokus called Organizing Families. And so we'll debut that live right here, 2 p.m. Central tomorrow on Facebook. And then Thursday is Solutions Day, and Friday will be Blogger Roundup. Doing it all solo this week, so it's going to be interesting. But make sure you come back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central. That is 3 Eastern and noon Pacific, right here on MyOrganized.life live.